Hey guys, so it is February 4th, so like it's still winter, right? So I pull out, my fuzzy little jacket or vest, wear it with a cute top. It's 80 degrees here in Texas. It was too hot, and I totally didn't even know it was going to be 80 degrees. I don't pay attention to things like that. If it's not going to rain, then I'm not worried about it. So, anyway, didn't know until I was on my way to work. So, there's that. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about my fitness goals. Just kind of tell you what I'm doing. Not that, I have any super fascinating or wow results yet. If you read the book, The Compound Effect, you will understand why I'm okay with that. Basically, a compound effect talks about how you do little things and you just do them every single day. Just little things like cutting out sodas or, going to the gym 3 times a week or whatever. But by the time, eventually you're going to see like major results. It's kind of like the penny compound effect, with the penny. If you were given $3 million or one penny that doubles every day for 30 days, who's going to have the most by the end of the month? And it's the person who picks the penny. It's kind of something like that. So anyway, so I told you in my goals a couple of weeks ago, my goals video, that last year I had health goals, but I did not make my goal. So it's followed me into this year, but I was okay with that because, like I said in that video, I have set myself up to be successful. So that's what we're doing. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and what I added this year. Last year I had a health partner. Thank you, Jesus. I love that woman so much. And we did a Juice Plus Shred 10, which is just 10 days at the beginning of each month, a Monday to a Wednesday. And it's basically no caffeine, no gluten, no sugar. I think Juice Plus also has you replace one meal a day, at least one meal a day, with one of their shakes, which I do their shakes, but I didn't do it like one every day during my 10 days. So when I shred once a month, I'm still doing that this year, but when I shred once a month for those 10 days, it's just basically no caffeine, no gluten, no sugar. And you're also supposed to eat before 6 o'clock at night, and I think that's it. It was really, although I didn't make my weight goal, I did lose a lot of inches last year. Like, I legit lost about 3 inches. You might not be able to tell because it wasn't exactly my face or anywhere you could tell, but I did consistently lose an inch and a half or more around my arms, around my legs, around my waist, and around my chest. So that's total plus, total win in my column, or an NSV, non-scale victory. One of the other things I did was I really cut out sugar last year. And if you know anything about me, I love sugar. Love sugar. I have always been a sugarholic. I probably always will be a sugarholic, and I'm actually in the middle of trying to find out how I can curb that. Because I went 21 days without sugar, actually longer, because I started on January 1st, and without sugar, so about 25 days or so. And then last week I let myself have some sugar, and it's like I binged, and that's something that I'm trying to avoid. in the future and from now on. But anyway, how I curbed my sugar last year, I actually did pretty good. But I was not as restrictive last year as I'm being this year. And I worked out 3 times a week last year. That is a habit that has set me up for success. And this year I am adding to that. I am working out 4 to 5 times a week. I am pushing for 5, but I'm doing at least 4. I'm committed to 4 times a week. And part of that is I'm pushing myself more in my workouts so that they're more efficient and effective. But anyway, back to sugar. Sugar! I got away from it mostly last year using these little things. They are dark, and okay. Hold on, go with me here. They are dark chocolate covered almonds, the organic Simple Truth from Kroger. Now, I do not like dark chocolate. So when I am like cutting out sugar, whether it be during my shred or during, some type of fast or whatever, because I also give it up for like Lent time, then I can just grab a couple of these. And I know there's sugar. I understand that. But if I just grab a couple of these, it's better than me grabbing a whole box of cookies or a whole gallon of ice cream. Or ice cream is really bad because that stays in the house, and so I have it for like days in a row. Or whatever. So I can just take even a couple, and it completely knocks out, like my body feels like it's had my sweet tooth satisfied, but because I don't like them, don't binge on them. So this has been a saving grace for me. This is an empty one. I actually have another one in my snack box. I think that's part of the reason why I binged last week, because I didn't have them in my snack box. So anyhow, I do love fruit. I love vegetables. I don't have a problem with that. But there's just something about chocolate ice cream, chocolate syrup, hot chocolates. It's, wintertime. I did allow myself hot chocolate last week. Sweet tea, which I got myself off I broke that habit. This year I am trying to curb the sugar even more without binging. And that's part of the reason I didn't curb myself so much last year, because I knew that I would just binge. So that is what I'm working on. One of the things that I found, and I'm still researching it, this week I'm fine because I'm shredding. So I'm still researching it, but it's called reverse dieting. And that's basically when you hit a plateau, which is not me. But when you hit a plateau and you can't lose any more weight, then you start adding more calories in per day, and you work out with heavier weights on your weightlifting days. But there's like a certain way you work out. So I'm researching that. I have not, I'll do that for a couple months and I'll get back to you. I'll let you know how that goes. So anyway, real quick, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to let you know that sugar is the devil, y'all. It just is. And scientists say that if you give a rat cocaine and sugar, it'll go for the sugar every time. It's way more addictive than cocaine. So I know I'm not the only one that has this problem. Anyway, I wanted to just let you know the other thing so I'm working on this year. I am doing the same things. I'm working out. I'm trying to work out at least 4 times a week. One of the workouts is actually with some friends, a group of friends. It's at 4:45 in the morning, which is not easy. But I'm a morning person, so I don't mind getting up. It's once I get home and I got to get in the shower and start getting ready for the day. I just want to go back to bed. But through that, I've realized how to effectively make my other workouts that I do on my own better. And I've learned that I can push myself more. One of the things that I heard recently was, I think Will Smith, the actor, said that Arnold Schwarzenegger said it doesn't count until you starts burning. So that's something that plays in my head while I'm, if it's just a cardio day, if it's a weightlifting day, or when I work out with my girlfriends, it's kind of like it's like an in-between. It's just like exercises, like overall exercises, like burpees and, mountain climbers and things like that. So that rings in my head constantly. So 4 to 5 times. So I committed to one more day a week than last year. And then the other thing is I'm actually counting macros. There's a little app on my phone, and I just put it in after I eat. Sometimes I have to really look up all the macros, nutritional facts, I had a company in this weekend, and we went to Crackle Barrel, and I was like, okay, Crackle Barrel, biscuits and gravy. You got to just Google it. And the numbers are not very pretty. The thing I've learned by doing that for a whole month has been, also from the Compound Effect, that book, by the way, has been that I did not realize how much food I was eating until you actually write down. He talks about anything that you want to break a habit of, just log it for a whole month. Whether it's money that you're spending, food, exercising, how many times you swear, it doesn't matter. Just log it down every single time it happens for 1 month, and it will blow your mind how much you're doing something without even thinking about it. And it was totally true. I did not realize how much food I was eating. Like, I would have people look at me while I was eating, and I would eat huge plates of things, and I'd be like, what? I'm fat. But it's not that big. It's like just as much as my husband's eating or whatever. But I just didn't realize what I was doing. So definitely this month, counting macros, at the very least, I have shrunk my stomach and I eat a lot less. So that's a good thing. I know that's going to have great benefits. I'm going to keep going with that. I don't know how long I'm going to log because it is tiresome. But I committed to doing it for 1 month, and I'm going to keep doing it for a while. Just because the other thing is, as I'm counting my macros from breakfast to lunch, just snacks and things, then I see how much I have left at the end of the day to reach my goal and how close I am to that goal. Like, for instance, today I am very close to my fat limit already. So tonight that made me change what I was having for dinner to make sure it was definitely low fat. And it can have a little more calories, but it definitely needs to be low fat so I don't go over my mark. As far as setting my limits, I changed them twice this month, because I did a whole bunch of research in December, figured out what I should kind of be at, and I took it from several different websites, one being the Mayo Clinic, one being, I don't remember the other 2 sites, but there were like 3 different sites, and then you just Google macros, and it'll give you a whole bunch of different sites, and I went through several of them and kind of got the logistics of why you count macros and because our food isn't just calories, just fat, just carbohydrates, or just protein. And when you're counting macros, you're kind of looking at all of those put together in a day and how your food as a whole, basically. So halfway during the month of January, I didn't lose even 1 pound, and I knew I was working out a lot more and eating less. So I'm like, what's going on here? So I went ahead and went back and adjusted some of them, and the last 2 weeks of January, I definitely lost between 2 and 4 pounds. It depends on what time of day you weigh yourself, you know, what you're wearing when you weigh yourself. Always do it naked. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of factors, time of the month, things like that, whether you're bloated or what if you just ate something salty, you're going to be more bloated, you know, it's just all, there's so much in each of our bodies that goes on. So anyway, so that's where I'm at, and I just wanted to chat with you, tell you what's going on, and I will give you a health goal update in maybe a couple months or something. So thanks for sitting with me, and I will talk to you later.